Hi everyone, welcome to Coco Cake Land. So today is the day that we are going to make the cake that no one asked for. It is the kitty litter cake. So I went to the dollar store and I got this lasagna pan, which I think we know what that's going to be. And I also got some fun other things. I got this. So there actually was a kitty litter scoop at the dollar store, but I just really couldn't bring myself to buy it because the thought of even though it's brand new, fresh and clean, the thought of like dipping it into a fresh cake, I was feeling kind of gross about. So I did find this in the kitchen section, Cooking Concept Scoop. So, okay, I also got some other fun things. So I actually already ate some of these because they're kind of tasty. These are just some plain vanilla cookies and they're gonna get all crunched up to make litter. And I also found these golden Oreos, which I'm gonna also crush up, maybe take the vanilla filling out. Or maybe I'll leave it for some gross, I don't know, turd bits. Butter for making frosting, icing sugar in my old canister was my mom's. I got these Tootsie Rolls. So these actually have dairy in them, so if you want to do a dairy-free litter cake, then you could pipe some chocolate turds. Tootsie Rolls, you may be wondering, does everyone know what these are? They just look like turds and they're perfect turd shape, so they're going to be great for our kitty litter cake. Okay, so while the cakes are in the oven, I'm just going to prep some of my crumbs for my kitty litter. So I'm just going to put some of these cookies into this little mini food processor thingy. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so that's looking pretty crumb-like. That's great. I probably shouldn't have eaten so many of those because I don't have quite enough for what my needs are, but I'm going to have to use these. I don't know. I'll just put these to the side for now. Someone will eat these. My kid will probably eat that. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make the most simple vanilla buttercream. All it is butter. In this case, I'm using plant butter, icing sugar, which also some people call confectioner's sugar, and pure vanilla extract, a pinch of salt. And that's everything. That's it. That's all we need. This is my butter, which I showed you earlier, but I didn't bring it out to room temperature. So you want to make sure your butter is at room temperature. So I kind of just chopped it up into pieces, hoping that it would soften it a little bit. So we'll see. Okay, so I have my unsalted butter. So I'm using plant butter. You can use conventional butter if that's what you have. First off, I'm going to I'll just plop this in and see what we're dealing with here. Add. So for every one, here's 2, there's 3, oh my gosh, there's 4. 1, 2, okay, I'm a little scared. I'm gonna go low speed. We're just trying to gently incorporate without causing a massive dust storm. It's starting to come together. Dare I move it up to the next speed? Okay. Okay, so we have fluffed this up. It's probably doubled in fluffness, thickness, and I think it's going to be great for our cake. Okay, so we have our buttercream made. Also, if you didn't want to make your own buttercream, you can absolutely just use canned frosting that you get at the grocery store. And you can also use a boxed cake mix, no problem. I used a recipe from my book, Plant Cakes. It's a dark chocolate cake, which is in this book. You can find this at any bookstore or online at all your favorite places to shop. Okay, so now we are going to deal with these Tootsie Rolls. I'm going to just trim open the bag. I also found these at the dollar store. I was kind of looking online for them, and then, what do you know, they're at the good old dollar store. Okay, so I'm going to open these to show you what I mean about the appearance of these. Ooh. Okay, so there you go. They look like little chocolate turdies. Maybe, okay, they're pretty malleable. That means you can just kind of squish them around a little bit. My hands are clean. So I'm just going to maybe combine 2 Tootsie Rolls. Okay, let's see. I'm just kind of squishing them together. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're totally malleable. I mean, we're seeing where we're going with this, right? First turd done. I don't know. Actually, these are called Miget. Are we? These are minis. Okay, these are mini Tootsie Rolls. They could come in larger sizes, but guess what? Dollar store did not have. So we're just using our creative problem solving and squishing these ones together. Oh man, yikes upon yikes. Okay, unwrap. Again, Tootsie Rolls do contain some dairy. So if you wanted to have it totally dairy-free, you could use dark chocolate, piped chocolate turds. Okay, so I have not had one of these maybe in like so long, years and years and years. Interesting flavor. I say they taste like chocolate and root beer or something. They taste like the 80s. They're so sweet. Okay, so my chocolate cake that I baked in the lasagna pan is now cooled. We've got our vanilla buttercream, and we also have our cookie crumbs, also known as cat litter, and we also have our Tootsie Roll turds. Okay, and of course I've got my scoop, which I just washed and dried, so it's nice and clean. Hello, my skinny friend. So now that we have everything prepared for our cake, it's going to come together really quickly. We've got our chocolate cake, so I'm just going to add the vanilla buttercream that we made. Spread to the edges. And honestly, it doesn't have to look perfect at all because we're going to cover the whole thing with the crumbs. Okay. Now that we have our vanilla buttercream on there, I'm going to add the cookie crumbs. So I'll just make sure I have enough crumbs. I think I will for the whole cake. I'm just going to cover all of the buttercream. Okay, I'm just going to use my clean hands to spread to the edges. So now comes the part where it's just going to look really gross because we're going to add these turds. And this is going to be a pièce de résistance for the litter box cake. And I'm just going to, I've never done this before, but I'm just going to sort of push some turds in. Maybe a half buried one. Maybe one just sticking up over there. Okay. Okay. Whoever did not clean this litter box is shame on you. You always have to clean the boxes. We have 2 cats, so I actually end up cleaning the box. Clean them a lot. Also, the cats are obsessed with each other, so if one goes even pee, the other one will just run over and pee. And likewise, if they take a dump, the other one has to go in right away and take a dump. This is looking pretty disgusting, which I think is looking good. Putting the scoop in. The scoop is a little bit large, but that's okay. I'm just going to jam it in right like that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there you have it, a litter box cake with Tootsie Rolls, vanilla cookies, vanilla buttercream. Super gross, but perfect for a cat-themed party.